yourself on. All right, guys, happy Tuesday coming to you. Super excited. We are now in this world that we have been speaking about since May. And yes, when the information first came down that they gave us a deadline, which was actually moved out 1 month, we have been speaking about this. We have done countless meetings in person from what's next for buyer's agent. We've done every single Thursday. We've done our very best. Karina's done an excellent job of updating every single person on this call via Slack with all the new forms, the documents, making sure that you guys know where everything is. And I'm with you. And Karina, Molly, Kenny, and I are all with you. It is a lot of information, but we've all had a responsibility to make sure that we're educating ourselves, making sure that we're printing this stuff up, we're highlighting, we're paraphrasing, we understand exactly what needs to be said and how we talk to the consumers about all of these new changes. And remember, you guys, this is not a new law, right? We hear that said. Kendall Bonner talked about it on our call last week. This is not a law. This is new rules and policies that came down from NAR. We have to follow suit. And so by now, my hope is that each of you at least have an idea of what to do, what to say. You've looked at your buyer's console. You've really worked on the verbiage and how you're going to articulate that. If you need additional help, here's a couple of things that I would ask for you to do. You can schedule a coaching call with me. Go to Mighty Network, AKA Fast Class. Go and watch the Thursday sessions that Karina and I have been doing. Go in the Oracle channel as well as the Team Fast exclusive channel and make sure that you're downloading all of those documents. My suggestion to you would be to make a folder. Make a folder for yourself, something that you can have as a quick reference point like we would in school, or make a storyboard. And your storyboard is a 3-fold and it has all the documents. It has arrows to where if I met them at an open house, this is the document I'm going to have them sign. If I got a portal lead from Zillow, this is the document I'm going to have them sign for a single property. Here is the EXP documents. Here's the CAR. I would have everything organized, you guys, because there's no going back. And I'm sure Molly has a quick teaching moment of the week in place of Karina's, but here's something we want to make every single person aware of, and maybe Kenny could chime in on this. Moving forward, what's going to happen in our industry is there's going to be secret shoppers. There's lawyers out there that are looking for the next opportunity to come after our industry. And I say that, and I want to be clear with everybody. The thought of, oh, I'll just go show that property and maybe we'll get the BRBC sign later. Or I'll just show this one property. It's cool. I'll get that done later. That is not an option. There's going to be things that are changes, but I promise you, you guys, there are secret shoppers out there right now that are going to be looking for the people that are not following suit. Does that make sense? So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we're professionalizing this industry. We're doing everything as fast agents to make sure that we're upholding the new rules and the new policies. Like I said, we'll say again, we're going to do our very best to stay in front of this, but I want to make sure that you guys cover your asses and make sure that you are not trying to cut any corners. Kenny, anything you want to say on that? And then Molly, I'll turn it over to you for the quick teaching moment of the week.
Yeah, most MLSs are going to, I saw it happen twice over the weekend where someone got an immediate fine from MLS. I said, you just got to be extra careful out there. A lot of other agents might complain about you. So you got to follow protocol. I mean, we're in the new world. And it's easier than you think. But then Kelly, is Kelly on? Kelly, she had 5 signed last week. I know Justin, I saw him post on Instagram. He sent out 5 broker reps. It's time to just grab the market.
Yeah, this is our opportunity, you guys. And there are still veteran agents that want to say that they've been in the business for 18 years, and that comes out of their mouth the first 2 minutes you start talking to them. But they still are unaware that the commissions field on the MLS is no longer there. So you guys, you have an opportunity. And we have an opportunity to really take market share and be the difference in this industry. And so let's do this. I want to do a quick introduction. Do we have any people that are here for their very first time? And Kelly, that was a shout out to you because I know that you sent out 5 broker buyer agreements over the weekend. So shout out to you.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say on that? Any challenges that you were facing or how that was received by the consumer? Anything you want to share or give to the team before we move on?
In the beginning, it wasn't working. I sent it to 2 clients and they immediately declined. One of them let me know that they had an agent already, which I liked, but I was kind of worrisome about that. I didn't like that right away. I wasn't getting good you know, results from that. So immediately I called my mentor Ophelia, and she and I had worked on what we need to say and do. And we came up with a really good email template that is really straight to the point, but with information and links, and we sent it out to people, and everyone since has signed. So
I love it. I absolutely love it. And here's the thing, you guys, consumers are going to start to become accustomed to this. This is new for consumers. Give it a couple months, and that's just going to be the new norm for consumers. Kelly, if you have something that's been effective for you, if you can drop it down in the chat down below. Anybody on the call right now that has something that's been effective in regards to the communication about any of this starting since Saturday, feel free to drop that down in the chat below. We would love to, you know, recycle that, reuse that, or maybe gain some inspiration and ideas from that. Before we go any further, I want to do some quick introductions to new people that we have on the call. Anybody here attending this meeting for their very first time that would like to say hello? Going once. June, you're here.
Yes, I'm new. Yeah, I'm first time join your meeting.
Awesome. Well, nice to have you. What market do you serve?
Yes.
What market do you serve?
On what market I serve? I just look around in Castro Valley area. Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here. Thanks for choosing us. Gabrielle, you want to say a quick hello? Gabrielle going once. There we are.
Hi.
Hi, you want to do a quick introduction? Tell us what market you serve.
I am currently working in the South Bay. I just had one listing close, and I got a listing appointment for a house across the street in September. So I'm hoping to really get my foot in the door in the South Bay, like Santa Clara market. So
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I love it. I appreciate you being here. If there's no other introductions, Molly, no teaching moments. So we're just going to get right into some things. I'm going to share my screen right now, and then we'll just hop right in. All right. So Kelly, I'm going to have you mute yourself, please. Thank you. I don't have the controls. There we go. All right, guys, let's get right into this. Events, community contributions. What's going on, you guys? Are you hosting anything for consumers? Are you doing anything for agents? We'll get into an event that Kenny and I are throwing this Thursday, but let's go over to Cynthia Peterson. Cynthia Peterson, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Hey guys, I'm at Broker's Tour, so I'll make it super quick. Speaking of, if you guys are hungry today, feel free to come by Broker's Tour at my listing on Ohio Court and Concord. But most importantly, we have agency efficiency. The last in-person session is going to be this Wednesday, tomorrow, in Oakland. There will be a follow-up session for calendar auditing in a few weeks at Synergy, so be on the lookout for that. But the agency efficiency one, that one actually, we just had to open up registration because folks were asking about it again. So we'll be meeting at Oakland. It is in my stories. So just go ahead and pop on that and come check it out.
Perfect. Awesome. Awesome. Really good feedback from that session. Let's continue cruising on. Anybody else have anything that they want to share, drop, or invite people to? Going once, going twice. All right, cool. We're going to move on. So let's get into new escrows, you guys. We're super busy this last week. Bill Gade got into contract. Ina got into contract, and then Anna Pacheco got into contract twice, 320 and 355. Ina, I think that this was your listing as well, right? Did you double end this deal? Let's hear from you. I think this is the one, or maybe it's a different one, but Ina, would love to hear from you. Going once, going twice. I think we lost Ina. She was here, but now she is not. So we're going to continue cruising on. So Keelan got in contract up in Stockton for 375, and Roxanne got into contract for 475. And congratulations to both of you. And congratulations, Roxanne. She closed on her new condo in Miami, which super, super excited for you. Can't wait to see it when we go out there for EXP Con. Chris and Sophia got a contract up in Sacramento. Chris, you are here. Your camera is on. I'm going to turn the mic over to you, my man. Talk to us about this particular deal. Talk to us about what you guys experienced. What was the strategy? Let's hear directly from you.
Yeah, we met. I met these clients at a open house. I did, I think maybe a year ago, for another EXP agent. and I connected well with them. They're from Alameda, and they're looking for investment property to buy that they could house their daughter in when she goes to Sac State University. So they're interested in that campus commons development by the university. So I put in about 3 offers for them during the year. They were just really stuck on trying to get a steal and lowball, and you kind of had to prove to them that it's not going to happen. So when I put this offer in, they came in low, they countered us. I just told them that, I told them about the rates are dropping and they'll drop more, and this is the best deal you can get for the property. So you got to act accordingly, because we can't just be putting low offers every single time. And they actually came up to a fair price. The house was initially listed for $560. The seller dropped it to about how much? $498, and we got it for $480. So they got a screaming deal. They're gonna have instant equity. It's pretty much moving ready, and yeah, that's about it.
Love it. I love it. Well, congratulations to both of you, and let's continue cruising on. All right, next up on the list, we had Cortez get in contract up in Sacramento for $535. Machan got in contract in Vallejo for $579, and Delaney got into contract twice, once in Citrus Heights, once in El Dorado Hills, $635 and $759. Let's see if we have Cortez on the line. I thought I saw his name. No, and let's see if Machan is on the line. Machan, you want to talk to us about this deal in Vallejo? Talk to us about that market, what you experienced, what the strategy was. Let's turn the mic over to you. Let's go, Machan.
Well, I keep ending up in Vallejo because the market is pretty active in there right now. This is my 3rd sale in Vallejo in like 2-3 months. There's a lot going on. It's still happening, and the prices are steady. They've not gone up. They're not really dropping. They're kind of steady right now, which makes it good to navigate with my buyers. But this particular buyer I worked with about 4 or 5 years ago in Union City, and she decided she wanted to get investment property for her mom. And her why is kind of sad. She has cancer, and she wants to make sure her mom is set up okay if something was to happen to her. But this is her first time buying property. It was our first time out, and it was our first offer that we made, and it was just meant to be for her.
Oh, I love this. I love this. Well, congratulations to her. Congratulations to you. And great story. I absolutely love it. All right, let's keep cruising on. Ina got in contract 2 more times for Op City for a 734 as well as an 864. Great job, Ina. Asir got in a contract for 774 up in Folsom, and Sunny got in a contract in San Leandro for 868. Ina, I know that we tried to come to you a second ago, but let's continue cruising on. Giant clap for these 3 people. All right, Otis and Jacob got in contract in Oakland on a flex deal. Congratulations to both of you. You know, I know how hard you guys have been working. Jacob, I see you behind the scenes making the calls and doing the work. So which one of you guys want to represent? I see you both on the call today. Which one of you wants to take the mic and talk about this particular deal? Otis, Jacob?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Go. You good?
Jacob, I wish he was on. If he ain't on, Jacob's been working his ass off, man. Like
He's here. He's here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Jacob's really been putting this rapport in with this client. I mean, I had him already, and I knew he was a cool cat. But I mean, this dude would be like telling me like Jacob needs hazard pay. Jacob went to this fixer that like we have a child in the room, so I won't get as gutted as it was. It was pretty bad. And Drake called me up and was like, "Man, you taking care of our boy?" So. It's just really good seeing him come into his own. Like, you know, he's checking on listing agents. He's doing everything. He's asking 1,000,001 questions. He's being a straight trooper, and he's just always ready to work. So, I mean, I really want this $1 million and more $1 million for him, because he's like, he took that leap off of faith to believe in Team Fast and specifically me. So I don't want to let him down. So, I mean, I told him I was chasing this meal for almost 2 years. So I wanted it by myself, but to be able to experience it with him is even better. So thank you, Jacob. I feel about you, bro.
And let me ask you a question, Otis. At what stage, seeing it's an online lead, it's a portal lead, when did you have the buyer's consultation and have them sign the BRBC? Like, what was that flow, since it's all new for us? Talk to me a little bit about that flow for people that are, you know, inquiring and want to know.
This one was a little different because, you know, this one happened before we even had to get into that. So, okay. I mean, like, But Dre was already on with it though. I call him, his name's Andre, but that's how cool we are. We go by like nicknames and stuff already. So Dre was cool with it. He knows what, he's not even tripping on none of that. He believes in me and Jacob full-heartedly, that he didn't even worry about the 3% that we put on there. We didn't even have to work our way back to be like, oh, you know, we're scaling high to come back down low if we have to, but he knows whatever we need from us, we'll do it. So, you know, we got to lock one in for sure.
I love it. I love it. Well, congratulations, Jacob. Anything you want to say on this? I'm sure you're riding high right now, my man. Did you want to say anything on this deal? Jacob going once?
Yeah, it's feeling good. I actually have another one that hopefully goes good today. We sent out a all cash at asking price offer. So let's hope that one gets accepted. I know this property had like about 14 other offers. So we might have some type of you know, back and forth game with some counters, but I feel like it's gonna go well too. And just excited to just keep things moving, keep things on the move so I can expand my career.
I love it. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to Otis. Love this partnership and way to break that mark. I know that you've been fighting for that, Otis. So great job. All right, continuing on. Joseph and Ronnie got in contract on a flex deal in San Francisco for 1.2. Ronnie, I see you on the line, my man. You want to talk about this deal?
Sorry, guys, I'm not on because I'm at the gym.
Yeah,
it's so I met this client. I would say this is probably our second tour. Fell in love, first-time home buyers. They're actually from Sacramento, but worked in the city. Pretty straightforward. I think it was their dream home that they've been looking for. And I was surprised actually because this is the second time that I got in contract on something that we weren't the highest offer. So we just worked as a team. I told them, you know what, just write a letter. And they did. We put it in there. The listing agent actually appreciated it. So I'm pretty responsive with the listing agent. So I think that also worked out in the process. And then I got Patty to give the listing agent a call. The seller read the letter, fell in love with their letter and said, you know what, we could have countered you $50,000 more. But he said he fell in love with the letter, but he just gave it to us. And I was like, what? So it worked out for the best. And then they're very happy. So that's the most important thing.
Well, I love it. I love that they're happy, but I know that Karina's ears are ringing right now. We are not supposed to, not allowed to submit any type of offer on behalf of our client. However, it worked out for you, but please, team, do not make this a normal practice. But in this case, Ronnie, I'm glad that it worked out for you and for your buyer. Let's keep cruising on, you guys. Next up on the list is Aaliyah, Andrea, and Sunny got into contract in Newark, also on a flex deal. Not too sure if they are on right now. Let's see if Andrea is on. No, they aren't. Aaliyah. Okay. Well, huge congratulations to you guys. Love seeing you guys work together on this deal. All right, Ina, you've been super busy. This is your, wait, sorry, who's that?
It was Drea.
Oh, what's up? You know, I put Andrea, I didn't put House of Mama on, so that's why I didn't come up.
I didn't know that not my real name.
That's right. Let's go. Look at you. You got a nice little tan going on there. Where you been?
Oh, just doing a little travel.
All right, let's go. Tell us about this deal.
This was a group effort. We had an open house weekend. Sunny helped with the lending side. Aaliyah and I worked on helping with getting the new buyer. Just talking with them, walking through the process, and it was one open house weekend, and then the following week got them into contract.
Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Well, congrats to you. I love the sunglass tan. It looks like you've been out there doing some traveling, been in the sun.
We'll travel.
Stuff to you. I'm going to turn the mic over to Ina. Ina, your name has been mentioned 3 times in the last couple of minutes. So great week for you. I know you're driving with the kids. You want to chime in? You want to give your contribution?
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been hustling, and I really this 105,000. I'm on both sides of it. It's a land listing I've had for 7 years, maybe. So please pray for me. Please pray for me that this one closes.
Well, it seems like your prayers are answered that it's even in contract. So
we're in contract. Yeah, we're thrilled. So now we just got to get to the finish line.
That's right. Well, hey, congratulations on an incredible week for you. Great drive safely, and let's keep going on. That's the other side of the deal. There's Ina's face one more time. So congratulations to you. Peter and Dewey got in contract with Chris up in West Sacramento. I see Peter and Dewey in the office right now, Sacramento. Which one of you want to represent for this deal? Dewey, don't go too far. Come back in, bro. Let's have one of you guys represent for this deal. Who's going to talk about it?
I'm gonna hand it off to Chris, but I just want to say it has been an amazing pleasure to work with him. We just synced. I don't think we really planned anything. It was just like I did something, he did something, and it just got done. Maybe it's just because he's like a veteran in the game, but it was like the smoothest listing prep on earth.
I love it. I love it. I mean, obviously, you're not new to this, Chris. You've had this formula in place for a very long time. So talk to us about the experience. Let's hear from you, Chris.
Man, it was just great working with Peter, and Dewey. He's just a professional, and when you have a partner agent that works on your level, great things just happen. From the beginning, when we first communicated with the client through email, when we're doing our 1-2 pass it just happened perfect. Even before I met the client, she was like, "You guys got the deal, and I got more deals to refer you." I was like, "What?" And then when we met her, and then it just went perfectly smooth as possible. And we got we got 3 offers, took one over list price, no appraisal contingency, and the client thrilled, and it's been great working with you, Peter. And let's do more. Thank you, guys.
I love it. I love the leverage, right? I love the leverage, and that's what the beauty of this team is all about. So congratulations to you 3. Well done. Jen and Ray got in a contract in Oakland for $600,000. Viv got in a contract for $680 in Oakland as well. Let's see if they are on really quick. Let's see Jen. Let's see Ray. All right, and then let's see Viv. If not, we will continue moving on. They are not on the line, but congratulations to you 3. Once again, Jen and Ray in Richmond for over $1 million. And then Tim, I think, Tim, this is your official first seller represented deal with us. So congratulations, 1.695. Love that price point for you. So Tim, are you on the line right now? I saw you earlier, but then your camera went off. Are you still here?
I'm here, guys.
All right, cool, my man. Talk to us about this deal. Talk to us about the experience and how you were able to find this lead opportunity for yourself. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually a property I tried to flip about a year ago. So I represented an investor buying this thing. We projected a $900,000 remodel budget, and we were going to try and resell this thing for like 3.9 to 4 mil. The investor ultimately kind of sat on their hands for the past year, and capital got tied up. So when she told me she wanted to sell it, we threw it back on the market for about $200K more than she purchased it for, which was essentially her break-even price. We were on the market for maybe 2 days before we received an all-cash offer at 1.6. And then I managed to get another one to come up at 1.695. So I double-ended this deal. The new buyers are going to be owner developers. So I'll probably end up helping them out in like maybe a 300 to 400K remodel project for this house.
Beautiful.
But beautiful property, beautiful deal. It was easy. It was good.
Awesome. Well, I love it. Don't go too far, my man. We're going to come back to you in just a moment. But let's just take a quick look at how you guys are doing overall. In this last week, we posted 24 new escrows, a little shy of $14 or $17 million in new production. When you look at our pending right now, 105 sides are pending and close to $80 million in pending transactions. And here's what is happening in our environment is that you're seeing new agents, brand new, that this is the only market that they've ever experienced, get into contract. You obviously have our veteran agents, and they have up-and-comers. And so the production is really, really spread out amongst the group. And so it's exciting to see that it's not just coming from 20% of our agent population. So it's really great to see everybody stepping up and doing the hard work. We know our industry has changed, but this has not slowed each of you down. And so congratulations to everybody that has contributed to our success. Before we go any further and we go to the story of the week, I want to hear from our conversion coaches. Vernon, Lisette, anything you guys had to contribute to the meeting? Any thoughts, any ideas, anything you want to say to the group before we continue cruising on? Give you guys the opportunity to take the mic if you do have anything that you wanted to contribute.
I just want to congratulate everyone who has pivoted and made the adjustments post August 17th. Congratulations to everyone who has gotten into contract I'm looking forward for those who are part of the Flex Buyer program to see your beautiful and handsome faces on our conversion clinic session this Thursday at 11 a.m. Great
Beautiful.
job.
Beautiful. Love it. And Lisette, anything on your end?
My sentiments are exactly the same. Congratulations to everyone that got out there, that is practicing what we are to be saying, that are getting those BRBC signed. I am here if anyone needs any help, and looking forward to seeing more listings coming through.
That's it. That's it. Love it. So you guys, congratulations on all the success. Make sure to take a picture of this, post about this, talk about this, show other agents at other companies that we are really, really positioned well in this market. And speaking about being positioned very well, Tim, we want to make you the story of the week right now, my man. You are a sports fanatic. You are a hustler. You've committed to your growth. You have a pending transaction for 1.6, my man. But I think that you just come to us with an extensive background, but you come to us totally open-minded to learn new practices, new principles, and apply those. And I just want to congratulate you. Anything you want to say to the team? And we just wanted to say thank you for being the story of the week this week.
I appreciate it, man. That's awesome. Happy to help anyone in any sort of any transactions, particularly development. I've got a pretty extensive development background. Worked for Millennium Partners building the new Four Seasons private residences in downtown SF. I've sold a lot of high rises, a lot of flips. If anyone has any questions, you need resources, you need subcontractors, you need a second opinion, I'm more than happy to help.
I love it. I love it. And where can they find you? Where do you live? What market do you serve?
Live in Tiburon, mostly serve SF and Marin, but venturing down to the peninsula as we go.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, congratulations, Tim. It's great to have you on the team, and I appreciate everything that you bring to the table since starting with us. So, shout out to you.
Appreciate it.
Let's go to marketing resources. You guys, right now, if you go to the Team Fast exclusive channel on Slack, you guys are going to find a couple new documents. Obviously, the buyer consultation has been updated. What you'll see here on the far left side, when you think about the life of an escrow, that's actually the very first thing. Also, it is on the roadmap. When you think about the roadmap, and that's not featured on the screen, but when you think about the roadmap, number one, there's the initial consultation. In that section, it mentions the BRBC and agency agreement. And so what we don't want this to be is we don't want it to be a surprise. We want this to be a part of the conversation. You'll have two new documents that you'll have access to in the consultation, which is what is buyer representation agreement and understanding a buyer representation compensation. Get familiar with these. Now, both of these documents are very wordy because they have to be. Now, doesn't mean that you're reading this word for word, because that is going to not be the words that you would use. It's not your idolect. And so what I want to encourage you guys to do is make sure that you know where these are at in your presentation, you make it a part of your flow, but make sure that you're paraphrasing this, that you're highlighting this, and you're putting it across to a consumer in very bite-sized chunks so they can understand that. So don't read this line by line. That is not going to serve you in your flow of your presentation, but make sure that you're hitting the bullets and make sure that you're paraphrasing this. So you'll see this. What is a buyer representation agreement? You'll see this once again if you go right now, Team Fast exclusive. These new links are there. And if you have any questions about that, please let us know. You have a home buyer's guide, what the NAR settlement means for you. This is a really good leave behind. This is really good information that you could take to your open houses. Once again, part of your folder that you're creating. So a consumer knows, because a consumer gets all kinds of information. And what we are for our consumers is we're a beacon and we are a light, and we are the ones that are truly educating them on everything that they need to know. So you have a responsibility. So you guys have all these documents, use them, understand them, and put them into your flow. Molly, anything that you want to contribute on this? I know that we have another one here, 9 reasons you need a buyer's agent. Molly, anything you want to contribute on this?
Yeah, whether you're at this stage where you're ready and feel comfortable sharing it, you understand how you're going to share it, you understand how you're going to speak to it. These links are available in our Team Fast exclusive channel. They were dropped by Karina with some parting words last week. So download them, open up your Canva, loop them, whether you use it now, insert it in your high note, figure out your flow if you're going to send it ahead of time. But this should be a part of your business and obviously the conversations that you are having with your buyers moving forward. that's it. The Oracle will be back next week. So yes, please save all questions until then. No, I was playing. That's where you can find the links. And if you can't, just DM me and I'll send them directly to you. But they are in our Team Fast exclusive channel.
Yep. So make sure that that's part of your flow, you guys, and that you understand it, because most of you have a really solid buyer's presentation. What we don't want for you is that you get to those pages, you're like, oh, well, this is, and then there's a stutter, right? Because this needs to be delivered with the same confidence that you've done your buyer's consultation since day one. So make sure that you're practicing that flow. Make sure that you understand those inserts. Any questions, let us know. Next week, we're getting back together on the 20, oh, sorry, this shouldn't be on here for this week. This week is canceled, sorry. We're actually back for next week. We've already talked about agent efficiency. Make sure you're there. This Thursday, we're actually dropping a reel today. So if you are in the area, if you know somebody that could benefit from obviously a workshop all about personal branding, we want to help you guys out. We obviously attend a lot of seminars about this. We're going to be talking about this heavily. We've helped many people on the team build their own individual brands. And so we want to make sure that we are unpacking this. We have a really, really cool workshop planned for this Thursday. It's going to be in Hayward. Make sure to get there early. Sometimes parking can be a little tricky, but there is adequate parking. Make sure to bring a friend if you want to. This is going to be a cool session. I'll drop that reel a little bit later today, but it's going down Thursday, 11 to 1 o'clock in our Hayward office. So make sure that you are there. All right, guys, on the 20th.
Elias,
Yo.
real quick, with the branding workshop, is that something that's going to be done at the other offices too, or just Hayward right now?
It may be, and that's you know, if if you're requesting for it to go on the road, I think that we will go on the road with it. But for right now, we're going to stay at Hayward for this, or we're going to be at Hayward for this one. And let's talk about maybe moving it out to Sackett as well as to Brentwood.
Okay, thank you.
But hopefully you can make it if you're free that day. Let me go back here and then let me make sure that stops. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys. So next week on the 29th, we're going to have Jean Schrem, who is one of the best when it comes to the legal side of the documents. She's going to come in next week for Karina and I's session on Thursday. She'll be our special guest, so make sure you tune in for that. Headshot Day. You guys, listen, there's no other team in the Bay Area or even in the industry that I know that does as many headshots as we do throughout the year. So if you're looking for a refresh, you just got your hair done, maybe you're just feeling yourself and you want to get some new photos, make sure to schedule for your headshots. It's going to be on the 29th and on the 30th. And if you have an old headshot, please update your headshot and get something new that depicts how you look today. All right, guys, we're not catfishing our consumers. We are who we are. Make sure to have updated pictures of yourself that express different emotions. And also, you can use these photos in a variety of different ways, whether you're pointing, whether it's up, whether it's down, whether it's look at this. So it's just your opportunity to have more to use in your content. So make sure you schedule for your headshots. Once again, you guys, here's your fast trends for the week. If you're looking at what's working on social media, and I'm just going to give you some really honest feedback right now. Right now, Gritty is really working. People are engaging with stories. You don't have to go super, super polished high end. Now, obviously that works and is applicable for certain cases, but what's working right now is just the realness, right? It just goes back to Gary Vee, the jab, jab, punch. It is all about documenting our stories or documenting our journey. And some of you guys do a brilliant job at that. And some of you are still developing that skill, but people are tuning in. And even if they're not telling you that they're watching, I promise you, people are watching what you're doing right now. So allow them to see what is happening in your world, because your real estate stuff can be boring. And I'm not saying that you're boring. It can be boring if that's all that it is. But you as a human being, I promise you, I look around the screen, none of you are boring. So allow you to be in your content, because that's what people are showing up for. So before we head out, Kenny, Molly, anything that you want to contribute before we wrap sesh?
No. Blessing,
Nope.
I'll see you in a bit. And shout out to Fairfield. I see Fairfield. I was like, oh, hey, look at Fairfield. So yeah, that was it.
I love whose little one is that? Is that Dominic's little one? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, got the
Gotta get
fellas
some
in the
phone calls.
office. That's what I'm talking about.
That's right. That's right. Well, hey, you guys, we appreciate all of your contributions this week. Another amazing, amazing week. Do your responsibility and make sure that you are aware of what's going on, the changes. Listen, print those things out, create a storyboard, create yourself a folder, create yourself a Dropbox that has all this information, but it is your responsibility to organize that information, and then it's your responsibility to articulate that effectively to your consumers. At the end of the day, we also have to give our consumers some grace. This is a change for them as well. And a lot of consumers might be fearful, is now home ownership out of reach for me? Well, no, let me share with you what I do, my strategy, and how I'm going to negotiate hard on your behalf to get you exactly what you want. That's our responsibility. So let's give our consumers grace, and let's make sure that we are doing everything in our power to make sure that we are professionalizing this industry and we are walking the line based on the new rules and the new policies. You guys, if you need me, you know where to find me. For Intensity, I want to give a huge shout out to our Intensity high-level accountability group. This is going to be officially week 3. You guys are absolutely crushing it. I'm seeing the stories, I'm seeing the posts, I'm seeing you out there door knocking. We have veterans in the group, we have up and comers, and we have brand new people in that group. And so we're going to do one more before the end of the year. So if you are having a little bit of FOMO about what Intensity is, we'll have another one before the end of the year. So you guys, thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for your contributions. I'll see you for Keep It Moving tomorrow. And if you need anything in the meantime, let me know. Be you, but fast. Appreciate you.